The P. Diddy situation just got so much worse, with the countless people now coming forwards to talk about their experiences with P. Diddy and kind of foreshadowing what was to come, and even huge notable people in the music industry talking about this for literally years, and nobody paid attention. But the whole thing is going absolutely mental. Now, in case you don't know, P. Diddy, the the artist, the record label owner, the producer, he is under fire at the minute for supposed sexual trafficking, sexual assault, and other accusations of that kind of nature. And obviously he's saying that he's innocent, but there are countless people coming forwards to kind of prove that he's not. And it's getting very, very messy. Now, P. Diddy has officially responded, and there is an FBI agent kind of talking about how there's no doubt he's going down for this, but we're going to take a look at it all today. Before we get into it though, be sure to jump together, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and yeah, let's go. So the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is P. Diddy's response to this whole accusation, or all of these accusations thus far.
I had posted, I believe it was on Instagram, enough is enough. The last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do, and he goes on to say, did not do this. Now, again, that was in relation.
Obviously, that is... It's a pretty broad brush statement. It's what you'd probably expect to see from a man who's trying to deny all of the allegations that have been made against him. But we move on
to a lot of these lawsuits being filed. But when we're talking about sex trafficking, Tracy, and we're talking about the Southern District of New York possibly initiating this search warrant, where does your mind go in terms of what we might be looking at in terms of potential charges, potential allegations, and how it's connected to New York?
So I absolutely believe, and again, simply my hypothesis, he is innocent until proven guilty, that he will be arrested and indicted on sex trafficking charges. I have no doubt about that. And I do believe that he was most likely the kingpin of this. These girls, what that tells me, if it's out of the Southern District of New York, is this is spanning multiple states, and that he is trafficking or allegedly trafficking girls across multiple states, across the United States. This isn't just an isolated incident in one location. And so I have heard things as well about his Hamptons parties and things happening in those Hamptons parties as well. So
now, the parties being referenced to are, people, huge notable people were invited to these parties, and they were known across Hollywood and across, these huge organizations to be the biggest parties. You even had the likes of Prince Harry go into these kind of parties. You had just huge people going on to these parties, not realizing what they truly were until they got there, and then, they were forced to do some horrific things. Allegedly. That's what's coming out.
I suspect more evidence may come out as a result of that. But these are extremely serious charges. And part of me, too, is frustrated by somewhat the complacency, right, of the entertainment industry as a whole in this. And I think sometimes people fly under the radar for a long time, like Epstein did as well, because people are scared. People want to still climb the ranks. And we're doing it all the while sort of sacrificing the safety of these young victims.
Now, that is obviously the case as well. I'm going to stop this video here, but if you want to check that full one out, go over to Law and Crime Network, where you can check out that full video. But the idea is that, the people that would go to these parties and that would be made to do these things would be like the low-ranking, trying to break through the ranks, artists and, producers and things like this. And, P. Diddy, with a man with influence and power, can make those kind of things happen. But you had to do specific things to be able to get, his blessing, I guess, and his backing in these kind of situations. And that's where the sketchy stuff started to come through. Now, a man who has been talking about this for years, and no one really paid much mind to it, was 50 Cent. Now, a video has just kind of been released, which says 50 has been telling y'all about Diddy for 25 years. This is an old interview with 50 Cent, where he kind of goes on to talk about the things that, you know, well, you'll see.
Him to get style. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking wait. This nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. So there's a little fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. Trust me.
Now, notice how everyone's laughing. He's 100% serious. Like, he's like, no, this isn't funny. I'm serious about this stuff.
You put weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. You should sit out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth, but the truth sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me. Cause he take me shopping and it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I'm gonna feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me he want to take me shopping, was imping him.
There you go. So there is 50 Cent. 25 years he's been trying to apparently expose this kind of situation. Now, whether you believe that or not is completely down to you. But moving forwards, there is another man who is explaining the truth about P. Diddy, and that is Orlando Brown. And he did this kind of little interview where he kind of spoke about things. So take a little listen to this.
Who sold their souls to Diddy? And then they're mad now because the hazing process was a little bit rougher than they thought. You can't be a king. Why do you think I love Diddy so much? You're not gonna dethrone this man because he know how to get you there. By way of hazing you, I call it haze. And we're gonna still do this. We're gonna still do this. It's not gonna stop. Take that. It's still gonna happen. The got 3 million and we're still waking up in the morning, drinking cognac, screaming, bad boy. And it won't stop. And it can't stop. And it's not gonna stop. You thought just because you got 3 million, you changed it? Take care of what you need to take care of. You glad that you got away with 3 million. Be happy. No, don't you stop me. Be happy you got away with 3 million. I don't give a what you told the cameras. You wanted to be Illuminati.
Diddy wants to party, but you gotta tell him no.
Oh yeah, well you do gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. You got to tell Diddy no. Everybody knows you got to tell him no, because if you don't tell him no, people...
There you go. It's kind of, you know, it's in black and white right there, you know. People knew about Diddy for a long time, and people were too scared to come forward. Same with the whole Epstein situation. You know, Diddy is very, very powerful, and all it took was one person to come forward, and then countless people come forward, and it's all coming out the woodworks now. But there are new details that have apparently emerged in the Diddy investigation. This is by CBS Miami, and they go on to talk about everything that is going on and has come out. It gets so deep. It gets a lot deeper than you even think.
A man is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of drugging his alleged sex assault victims. That's one of the new details we're learning tonight about the sex trafficking allegations against the music mogul.
We've also obtained new body camera video of the moment one of Combs' alleged drug mules was arrested at a South Florida airport as his homes were raided Monday.
CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us with those details from Watson Island, as well as the Miami rapper who's coming to Diddy's defense. Anna?
Hey, Lauren and Elliot. Yeah, so right now we're on Watson Island, right down the street from Star Island, and that's because earlier today when we went to Star Island, we were told by security that we had to leave. So that's why we're here right now. And in my hand, see this massive document. This is about 100 pages. This is the latest lawsuit filed against Diddy, and in it there are some very explosive allegations. Caught and cuffed on camera. New police body camera footage obtained by CBS News Miami shows the moment 25-year-old Brendan Paul, an alleged drug mule for music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, was arrested for possession of cocaine and marijuana candies Monday at the Opa-locka Executive Airport. Diddy has been hit with 5 lawsuits over the last 4 months, accusing the rapper of sexual assault, sex trafficking, and abuse. The latest lawsuit, filed on behalf of music producer Rodney Little Rod Jones, accuses Diddy of sexually assaulting, harassing, and drugging him and others, saying Mr. Combs provided laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his home in California, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Florida, and St. Bartholomew. The lawsuit goes on to say that during this time, Mr. Jones was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs.
I have a feeling that this is just the tip of the iceberg as it pertains to unraveling whatever scheme might be taking place.
Spencer Cooven is an attorney who represented several victims in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Cooven says though the latest lawsuit was filed just last month, he believes law enforcement has had their eyes on Diddy way before his LA and Miami properties were raided on Monday.
That means that they've been interviewing victims, they've been interviewing people behind the scenes. They probably already have numerous statements from individuals that have talked about what happened, and that is what probably supported the request for a search warrant on these properties.
Celebrities sharing their thoughts on the Diddy drama, including Miami rapper Uncle Luke, who posted a video to social media this week claiming Diddy is being targeted after he filed a lawsuit against a beverage company for racial discrimination last year.
They done smeared your name. By the time you get in the courtroom, you lost already because you're sitting up there with a jury looking at you like a pedophile, and you probably ain't never touched a little girl in your life.
Uncle Luke previously said on We in Miami podcast that he would leave Diddy's parties early.
Did you party with Diddy a lot?
Oh, no, not really. I would go to the party and leave early.
Why wouldn't you stay?
I go to the party and leave early. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes on after hours, but
he wasn't trying to find out.
I wasn't trying to find out.
That is just literally an admission that there is some sketchy stuff going on, and you just didn't want a part of it. Like, you've just admitted to it.
Private jet was spotted at the Opa-locka Executive Airport earlier this week, but his current whereabouts are unknown as the allegations against him continue to mount.
Now, last I heard, I think he ended up going to the Caribbean or something. He wasn't supposed to be able to go, but then, like, his private jet got grounded at Miami, but then apparently he took out another private jet and ended up leaving the country anyway. So, you know, he's running away from something, but I do believe that there was a family vacation that he had planned anyway, so I think he was just fulfilling that. But the fact that they now don't know where he is technically is pretty wild.
And we just found out about 30 minutes ago online on social media, one of the women who was named in this lawsuit, this latest one, she was named as accused of being one of Diddy's sex workers. Her name on Instagram is Daphne Joy. She is coming out and she is denying these allegations. She says she's going to explore her own legal options. As for Diddy, right now he's not facing any charges, and he and his attorney are denying all of these allegations. But for now, reporting live from Watson Island, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Oh, I'm not being funny, but Diddy is finished. There is no way that, with everything that's coming out the woodworks, the only people that are defending Diddy right now are the people that worked for Diddy and the people who could also be incriminated alongside Diddy. So, of course, they are going to... they're not going to be like, yeah, he did it all, because they're incriminating themselves. So, you know, there is no way that he gets out of this one. But there is speculation going around the internet that, and I hate this so much because I love this guy as a musician, but apparently the next person in the firing line after Diddy is Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z, obviously, you know, he is god tier when it comes to like music and things like this. But apparently he is also in the firing line, potentially in the firing line next, after videos like this have circulated.
Decided to cancel their yearly Rock Nation brunch meeting, which would obviously include Diddy, but have also completely ghosted him ever since the industry and Casey decided to expose him.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Now, for those of you who didn't know, Jaguar Wright was one of the first persons to expose Puff before anyone believed her, in which she has now came out to say in one of her most recent interviews that Jay-Z has been setting up his so-called friends for over 30 years in order to remain at the top.
Is it really a conspiracy if the same person keeps benefiting off the same kind of tragedy over and over?
I don't know about y'all, but this all seems to be connected, which is why people have pointed out that this may be affecting Jay-Z and Beyonce's marriage and image, which is why they decided to have no contact. Has Jay-Z been...
Now, obviously, unfounded claims, absolutely. I'm not saying that that is the case. It just popped up and I thought, you know, with the whole situation going on, it's an interesting talking point. Now, I'm, you know, to reiterate, not saying that that is the case. Unfounded claims, but... interesting stuff nevertheless. But what do you think? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on is Diddy truly finished? Surely it's index. Surely it is game over for that man. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, be sure to jump together, hit that like button if you have not already. Subscribe if you're new and tick on my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you in the next one, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.